if I was a South Korean player, I would have drop kicked somebody in the chest.
Gareth is a better coach than Deschamps.
The amount of mayonnaise on that team, I'm rooting for France.
Oh God! Final penalty, Saka
Hey,
again.
Jesus Christ.
Buries it or Panenka.
And niggas,
That's fair. Episode 10. Let's go. Yeah,
Come on,
5ASIDE podcast, footy discussion from our perspective and our perspective only. And today you are joined by
Josh.
Gabriel.
Elisha,
Kendrick.
Sebastian.
Damn.
Just want to apologize to the Italian mafia.
Yeah.
Learned some Italian while I was, trapped in Sicily. Mi scuso per tutto quello che ho fatto, quindi non lo farò più. Grazie mille e grazie per avermi fatto tornare.
Damn, I know. The girls in the comments going crazy right now. Like, hey, bro.
Talk your shit, bro.
No, they're not.
We're glad to have Sebastian back.
Thank
We
you.
are talking. This is episode 10 of 5ASIDE podcast.
5x2. Come on.
This week, we are talking about the round of 16 of the 2022 World Cup. We appreciate y'all for tuning in with us, whether you're listening on Spotify, whether you're on Apple Podcasts, on YouTube, on socials. We appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you download our episode. Make sure you rate us 5-star ratings so you help your boy move on up. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on all socials at 5ASIDE Pod. Let's get straight into the business. We talking World Cup. Obviously, you see the set, you see the trophy. You know what I'm saying? Round of 16. You see the vibes. You see
the
how
vibes.
we're pulling up. Come on. But yo, the round of 16 was it as crazy as the group stage? I don't think it's been as entertaining so far, but
It was close.
It was fun. It was a good time.
No, not as crazy, but the fun was great.
Yes.
For sure.
I think
With there more being to lose now,
Oh, for sure.
that adds the intensity.
definitely more intense, man.
Less upsets.
Less upsets for sure.
upsets.
More
goals.
predictable.
Facts.
Yeah.
Definitely
And
more
today's
goals.
the first day with no World Cup games since the tournament started. How weird did that feel for y'all?
Felt good, bro.
It did actually feel nice, right?
It was good.
Just like chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
recording this
I'm not
on
chilling.
Wednesday. You not chilling?
I'm studying.
Yeah.
This is the
Well,
first day I
chilling
can
in
actually
relative
study.
to the footy
This is
shit.
the first day I can actually study
Yeah.
and go to a library and not be distracted.
Word.
Facts.
Oh my God. But yeah, this is the first day. We're recording this on Wednesday. No football. So we got a chance to kind of rinse and cleanse our souls
Breathe
from
for a
everything
second.
that's been going on in the
for a
round of
second.
16, starting with France 4-1. 4-1, they beat Poland. And in a convincing win, Mbappe got a goal. Giroud got 2. Giroud, and with the brace that Giroud got, he actually passed Thierry Henry as France's all-time goal
Clap it up
scorer.
for that.
Gotta clap it up for Giroud, man.
My boy Olivier.
I'm saying Olivier Giroud. And
Yeah.
got Lewandowski up out of there. I'm sorry.
Smelly.
Lewin Klaunsky.
Okay, y'all need to
Smelly.
stop this, okay? Barca boys is up.
Lewis
You know what I'm
Smelly.
saying?
Barca
Shout out-
boys are up.
shout out to
What
Barca.
Barca boys are up?
Well, we don't
Are
got
there any left in the tournament?
We don't got to get into it.
Chelsea
I'm just
FC
saying.
is
Is
up.
there a Barca player left in the
Oh,
tournament?
Rafinha, who should not be starting for Brazil.
Rafinha, come on, y'all need to don't
Bro.
do that. Okay, let's finish with France versus
Okay, we'll
Poland
get into
before we get into
Brazil.
the Barcelona slander.
There's a lot of bars.
Every time,
Oh, man.
y'all just find a way. It's not even club season. Y'all find a way to talk smack about
They
Barca.
found a way not to play well.
Oh
Anyways,
my
keep
goodness.
going.
France 4 versus 1. Is France looking a little more convincing as a potential World Cup winner, or is it still up in the air for a lot of teams? Because obviously we're gonna get into the rest of them, but
Yeah.
how we looking?
I think they've been looking good, bro. And to have the experience of 2018 as the winner completely shut away that curse. I would say as of now, they have the best player in the tournament in the world in Mbappe. Man on a mission. Team looks good. I think they're favorites to at least get to the final.
Yo, just a little bit of stats real quick. Mbappe right now, as it stands, is a top scorer in Ligue 1. He has 12 goals. He's a top scorer in the Champions League with 7 goals. Top scorer in the World Cup with 5 goals.
Ballon d'Or favorite.
If he keeps that up, he's winning the Ballon d'Or.
For sure.
He should.
Jeez.
And here's the thing, too. Once he takes it, he could very much go on a little Messi Ronaldo run for the next few years because I don't know who's stopping him.
Oh, wow.
I don't know
Holland?
who's stopping him.
But
They gonna mess
maybe.
around and give it to Holland because of racismo.
Nah, it will be. And
It's
he
going to
plays
come down
in
to
the
who
Premier
wins the
League.
UCL, I think.
I don't know. I feel like the narrative around Mbappe though is still that he doesn't he's still all athleticism. Like when the commentators talk
That's
about
so
him,
stupid,
it's
bro.
That doesn't make
still
any sense.
athleticism. Oh, he's so fast.
You see
Oh,
his
he's so
finishing?
fast. that guy could score.
Yeah, bro.
Nice
And he's
goals.
shifty on the
Nice.
ball. He's productive as
I
hell.
was gonna say he's
Yeah.
a bit technical. Like he can be very straightforward, and you know he reminds me of a younger Ronnie in the sense that like he's like
Yeah.
a bike. He's quick.
No, for
but
sure.
He has horizontal movement. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say he's at the level of
Like a
Neymar in
bike.
terms of like that technical ability.
And who
But
is,
he
though? Yeah.
he could shift people. Don't get too close to that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, you've complained a lot about commentators this tournament, and I gotta
Yeah.
say, I get it now. Watching the,
I got
we're
some
gonna,
more things too.
We're
Go
gonna
ahead, bro.
get into
Thank
next. We're
God.
gonna get into England, Senegal, but oh my goodness, it was so frustrating. Can y'all please, whatever network? I'm not gonna name no names, but can y'all please stop putting culturally clueless people
Bro.
on the air
Yeah.
commentating these matches,
Can I
bro? They
name
don't know
them?
nothing.
Can I name names?
Name names if you want to, bro.
Yo, Alexi Lawless, my friend.
My goodness.
It is not cool to mispronounce black people's names and Hispanic people's names.
Yeah.
It's not funny. That was funny 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Now, if a player's name is Ramos, you say Ramos. You don't say Ramos, Remos, Romos.
Yeah.
You say his name because it's his name. If we called you Lilas your whole career, you'd be mad. So do the right thing. Say their name. Say it right.
Do the right thing,
And bro,
man.
Spain, right when they subbed on Ansu Fati, they mistook him for Nico Williams the second just because he's another
It's
black
frustrating.
Spanish player.
It's
I'm like,
frustrating.
bro,
You
they
want
don't
to grow
even
the
look
game in this
alike.
country. Play, do the right thing. Say these people's names right.
I think he said that Senegal was playing a street ball style.
Bro,
He said like a street football, something like that. I'm like, bro.
and then for Depay,
That's OD.
they must be like, oh, he doesn't have his father. Oh, Virgil doesn't know
Yeah,
his dad.
facts.
Bro,
They
at
must
some
always
point,
say it. Why?
They really said, oh, these Senegalese players know their way around the pitch. They're in the World Cup round of 16. What do you mean?
That
Literally,
play
bro.
at top clubs around
Like,
Europe, bro.
What are you talking about, bro? And bro, then
It's nuts.
Speaking of which, England versus Senegal, extremely unfortunate. Again, as always, shout out to Senegal.
Shout out Senegal.
Shout out Edouard Mendy, man.
Shout out South Harlem. Shout out my whole neighborhood, bro. Shout out all the
They just had
come
a
on.
fashion week, right?
What, Senegal? Mm-hmm. Did
I
they?
didn't even know about
I think
that.
so.
Fire.
In the car?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's
It was like
awesome.
the,
I need
it
to
was
see
like
that.
the
I gotta
20th,
see that too.
20th anniversary of their like Dakar
Incredible.
Fashion Week.
Wow.
Mad people popped out too.
Wow.
Bro, I gotta say, also in just Africa overall, I think a lot of people are not tuned in as much on the fashion scene and the luxury scene overall.
Yeah.
I remember a few months ago, real quick anecdote. I was doing like those street interviews, asking people about jerseys, whatever, and I met these two girls from France, and their background is from Côte d'Ivoire, and like ended up. Like, we stay connected just because they're football fans. They're huge PSG fans. They gave me so much shit about PSG winning the Champions League
Tell
and
them
all
to
of
win
that.
it,
But
but, yeah.
very cool peoples. But to see, like, just the things that they're into through Côte d'Ivoire and how rich that culture is and how luxurious some aspects of that culture is that we
Yeah.
don't see in mainstream media, it's just dope seeing,
Yeah.
like, Africa in that light,
Yeah.
So, yeah, people definitely, if Dakar had a fashion week,
Come on, G.
we should be knowing a lot more about it.
I agree.
But yeah,
Gotta tap in.
Drip or drown.
England, Senegal, 3-0. Henderson, Harry Kane, Saka.
Smell it.
Henderson goal made me puke, bro. Nasty.
Why did it make you speak?
Because we know what Henderson said against, who was it, Arsenal?
Henderson is the
The,
biggest
the alleged
op, bro.
racist shit.
Yeah.
Like, just the most sauceless player to see him score for England in the World Cup. It's just terrible to see.
I was tight that Bellingham was so happy, bro.
Yeah, he don't even know.
I was
bro.
like, nah,
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't
he
like
should
that.
be happy for his teammates. I was like, bro, like, chill out.
Bro, I had a different
Nah, they was
lens
about
on.
the face to face like that. Nah, bro, I'm not jacking it. Bro.
The face to face was
And
crazy.
then they showed it again in slow mo, and it was just
Yeah.
like,
Oh, and Mbappe Giroud, yeah, for sure. That's
Mbappe Giroud is worse.
Bro,
Yeah.
and they keep dragging it.
They're dragging
Like
it for sure. Relax.
afterwards, they keep talking
Different
about it,
cultures,
and I'm like,
people,
bro,
yeah.
can ya like, come on, bro. But yeah, I mean, does this show that England is I don't know. Are they looking stronger to y'all now? Are they looking more?
they're about to lose to France.
Yeah.
So
To me, they've
You-
done what they needed to do. And if you're England used to France, I know their expectations are always to win it, even though they don't. I don't know. I feel like they did what they needed to do this World Cup. They filled the bill, but
You
Y'all
saying
going
bye
home.
bye?
I don't know,
no,
man.
I feel like they've done. I
Dame
feel like
clip.
I know I'm being real. I feel like they've done well, but France is about to.
We'll see though.
But we will see. No,
not
France
gonna
could lose
lie.
too. France could.
England-
You
So-
see England doing
England, France is next. You think England got it?
Wait, I was just gonna say before we get into that, like going back to the last conversation
Yeah.
about France looking strong. As much as I love their players, I don't know if they've had the hardest like road to where they are now.
Has England had the
Like who really tested them
100%. I mean, yeah.
for
That's
France?
true.
Who
That's
like
true.
what was the actual
That's
like?
true. And their second team did lose to Tunisia, so all that depth that we talk about,
You feel me?
looked a little shaky against Tunisia.
And in Poland literally did nothing to get to where they were.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, what's England's road to the World Cup then? Or in the World Cup?
They had a
then?
tough game against Wales, a tough game against the U.S.
Was it tough? USA, I'll give you. How good was Wales?
It was a good game. It was a good game. It was hard fought for
Wasn't
the
it
first 6
Iran-
3-0?
It was
They
hard
beat
fought for a
Iran.
while.
And they-
Beat Iran 6-2
Yes.
and Wales 3-0.
And we can't act like Senegal was food, but they made them
Facts.
look like food.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
But is Poland food?
Senegal had
How do we know though?
Their worst
they-
game of the
scored,
tournament
like,
against
one goal.
England. It was one of those
They
unfortunate
missed,
situations
bro. They
where
missed their chance.
they just so happened to not be playing their best
Yeah.
against the team where it counted the most.
And they needed
how it
Mane to
goes.
finish some of those chances, bro.
Yeah.
Because they had their opportunities in the beginning. But
Yeah.
to pull off that upset, you got to get that goal.
Facts.
I'm not gonna lie. England
Yeah, so-
versus France. I don't know. Are we trying to get into previews?
Yeah.
Now facts.
It's gonna be a very interesting match. Definitely just been looking into it and like what's coming up. It depends on the style of play. For instance, France. I think France could play a lot of different ways to capitalize. They have certain areas on the pitch they can maximize and like overload specifically, depending on how England sets up their back. What was I gonna say? I just blinked out real quick. But it's gonna be a strong midfield battle. If France lets England hold the ball, that could play in France's favor a bit. You know what I mean?
Especially, yeah.
But if France try and hold the ball a
Facts.
bit, England have as well quality if their players are on. That's the thing about some of these British players, you know. The consistency isn't always there, but it's a tournament.
Yeah.
It's a
one
tournament.
game.
You're focused.
Yeah.
It can happen.
Who do you think starts for England between Rashford and Sterling? Because it sounds like a question. It sounds like Kane
Is
and
Sterling gonna be
Saka.
back though?
Oh,
First
he
of
said
all,
he intends to be
Big
back.
shout out
Let's
to
talk about it,
Raheem
yeah.
Sterling.
Prayers up
and-
to Raheem.
Prayers to him and
Yeah,
the family, bro. It's
absolutely, man.
terrible.
We're like sending lots of love.
Yeah.
For the
and
viewers that
positive
don't know what
energy.
happened,
Yeah,
you
explain
wanna-
it.
Yeah, so Raheem Sterling was not present during the England versus Senegal game. He had to return home because apparently there were some armed robbers that got into his house while his family were there. I don't know how
Wife
many.
and kids.
Yeah, I don't. And it's nuts to me. I thought
London,
that
in
all
London.
their family members would be in Qatar with him, but nonetheless,
Kids of school.
extremely
Yeah.
scary. Yeah, school. It's an extremely scary situation to have to, learn that hours away from home, and that flight must have been longest flight of his career. Like that's nothing to be joked about. And there's different footballers who recently have had their homes broken into.
Yeah.
Aubameyang being one of them.
Bro, it's London.
Pogba.
A lot of shit in London. Yeah.
I was
So,
gonna say
yeah,
Ben
man.
White.
Yeah,
He
Ben
went
White
there too, right?
but we still don't know why Ben went back to
Yeah,
the
but
UK.
London seems
but-
like a theme out in Europe for some of these robberies, bro. Kind of like LA and the
Up,
US.
the,
so.
up the security, fam. Please.
yeah.
Keep your
that's
people
tough,
safe.
bro.
Hopefully the people can stop doing this shit too, though. You know?
They'll never stop.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you have to
security
change the
up.
circumstances for sure, but
Yeah,
nah,
just
prayers to
don't-
him and the fam for sure.
No, absolutely. Send him
does.
love for sure.
It does depend if Raheem is back, but I will say England do have some ballers, man. You know,
Rashford and Saka on each side.
Foden playing is going to be very interesting. You know, because that's a certain guy. He has the technical ability
Yeah.
to progress the ball off the pitch and disperse it well. Do you put a player on him? How does that, take away space in other places? I think this France and England game could be one of the games of the tournament.
Oh, it should be.
It will be.
It should
It will
be.
be.
I really
It
think
will
it
be.
should be.
I saw somebody saying that apparently it was like a leak or whatever that England's tactic for Mbappe was to put an attacking player on him to expose his defensive weakness.
Think so? Because I saw the press conference versus Kyle
Walker.
Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
First of all, he looked like he's out for blood.
Yes.
He said it's do or die, and we're not. If Mbappe is gonna be standing in their way of potentially winning a World Cup, they're not gonna let him. It's go time,
say
and he
that,
seems
Yeah.
as serious as I've ever seen Kyle Walker, and
Listen.
I feel like that's one of the biggest assets of England in the World Cup compared to the last Euros and in previous years.
Yeah.
Is they are more confident than I've ever seen them.
For sure.
However, their downfall is that they are still. No one on that squad has ever won anything internationally.
Yeah.
That French team, they have that winning DNA. I understand it's a newer team, but the core group of that squad won the World Cup 4 years ago.
Yes.
So when it comes to, the little mistakes, the little moments, the confidence, whatever you feeling or whatever you're feeling in your head that's like, okay, I can go and do this.
Yeah.
Whatever makes the difference is the fact that you have the confidence to know you've already done it. The English don't. And the English have constantly lost and lost and lost on that final stage. So
Yep. And I think France still has a better squad. I think they have a
On paper,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I agree.
I think they have a better coach for sure. I definitely think they have a better
Yeah,
coach.
they have a better manager.
Especially for squad selection.
They have a better manager.
DJ Deschamps versus Gareth
I'm
Southgate.
actually not even going to entertain that discussion.
Gareth Southgate, first of all.
Gareth is a better coach than
I'm
Deschamps.
not saying. Let me talk my shit. Let me talk my shit. I will say that Southgate has been getting a lot of shit recently.
As he should.
Why?
I haven't forgiven them for the Euros.
Okay, Euros, but in this World Cup,
Tomori should be in the World Cup.
in this
too.
World Cup, he has shown his ability to make like
The players have shown their ability, bro. Come on, these
Yeah.
Nah, bro. England has changed their lineup every single match,
That's fair.
and like tactically, it's worked every game. Like all the weaknesses that people would point to that would be the
They
downfall in those
They
matches.
haven't played big enough competition. in my
That's what's
opinion.
coming up now.
They're about to get
this is the
exposed.
test.
They're about to get
What's up?
exposed by France.
But Kendrick is saying, though, is the fact that they haven't had a bad World Cup yet, which is valid
Right.
to say.
They've actually looked strong
That's
for
fair.
every
What I'll say
That's
though,
fair.
their biggest competition, would we agree, maybe US?
It has been.
I think it's probably their biggest competition.
Yeah.
And I thought Southgate did not play that game very well.
Do we wanna
I
do-
thought of substitutions like this is how you beat the US, and he did not do
I
it.
mean, was he going out to beat the U.S. is another question. Because
No, of course, no. You can take the draw. We know people take the draw in
put
the
it
group
on
stage.
Grealish is to bring the ball up the pitch. Like that wasn't
Yeah.
a winning sub. Anywho, that's a pass.
But to win the World Cup, you got to go for it. You need someone like Foden, not as a winger, but in midfield on top of your front three, and then have Jude and Declan try to hold it down because you're not beating people trying to be conservative.
So,
And
quick
Mbappe's
score
going to get
predictions?
past it.
Quick score predictions for
quick
the
score
game.
predictions on that.
It's tough.
I'm going to say 2-1 France, but I love super high scoring on some like 4-3 shit. But I'll say 2-1 France, and Mbappe scoring again, and I think Giroud maybe off a corner or something like that.
I'm saying 3-1 France. I think it goes 2-0 France, 2-1, 3-1.
And then late 3-1. Yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah, same. I'm going with you on the 2-1 France. Yeah. Quick. Mbappe, Griezmann.
Who are people rooting for as well? I'm interested to hear this.
I'm saying England wins in penalties.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy because they'd be fucking up
I know.
penalties
That'd be
historically.
fucking-
Can
That'd be
y'all
crazy.
imagine?
Man.
They go to penalties.
That'd be a moment for them for real.
Final penalty. Saka
Hey,
again
Jesus Christ.
buries it, or Panenka.
I'm not mad at it.
Oh my
That's a
God.
little too much, but yeah.
Oh my god, bro! If Hakimi could do it,
Hakimi did it, bro.
That's so much
Hakimi-
pressure on the kid.
Shout out Hakimi.
that'd be crazy.
that'd be
But what
crazy.
are you?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's going to be another one. I think it go both ways. However, I think it's going to be decided in extra time.
Yeah.
I think the 2 goals will probably be some quick, like at the end of the game. It could be 3-1 France. It'll come at the end, or it could be 3-1 England, 2 at the end.
What are you thinking? And who do you want to?
What do I want? That's a good question. I'm not going to
If
lie.
you look France, for me, I want France for sure.
Yeah.
But
I mean, granted, I would like to see France continue. At the same time, I'm an indecisive nigga sometimes.
if England was black, if England was blacker,
Everything is at the same
if England
time.
was blacker, for me, this would be a coin flip. The amount of mayonnaise on that team, I'm rooting for France.
Oh god,
It's also a thing of, and last thing about England.
Yeah.
We got other shit to talk about. For real.
mayonnaise is crazy, bro.
Like McMayo, that's your boy, bro. Well, he's Scottish, but that's your boy. Yeah.
They touched semifinals for
Euros.
last World Cup.
Last World Cup,
And then
yeah.
they touched finals for Euros.
Yeah.
Next step is to finish on. So,
Okay.
That ain't happening.
I don't know about that, but we
In
was talking.
theory, it's a great theory. Like the steps are nice, but I don't understand.
We was talking about PKs before, which was how the Croatia versus the Japan game was decided.
Yeah.
Game ended 1-1, went to PKs, and
Yeah.
Japan was looking like
Sorry.
a whole bunch of Messis in the Copa America. Like
Yeah.
my goodness, they got one PK
Yeah.
and Croatia got 4. Was that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 and 4 PKs.
Yeah.
And shout out to Japan. You know what I'm saying? Some of the most respectful fans,
Cleaning
clean
up no matter what.
fans in the World Cup. Extremely just somebody just a team that I appreciated a lot. Their fans were great. And yeah, it's just
Shout out
it's
Asia
tough
as a
seeing
region,
them.
bro. Just getting
Absolutely.
3 different squads getting through Australia, which is technically Oceania, we know. But Japan and South Korea going to the round of 16. Just looking at the round of 16, it showed the globalization of the World Cup because sometimes it can feel so European and then a little bit of South American only. But to see 3 from there, we're going to talk about Morocco, obviously, from Africa, Europe, South America. That was dope. That was good to see, honestly.
For sure.
Facts.
But anything, but so their opponents, Croatia. Shout out to Croatia,
Shout out Croatia,
making it
man.
through. By the way, I didn't even realize Rakitic is not even
No?
playing for them.
They flamed you for that one.
I meant the generation because he's probably their second best midfielder besides Modric in this generation, but
Facts.
yeah,
I
he's
tried
not
to
on the
back
squad.
you, bro.
Huh?
I tried to back
Yeah.
you. It was too many of them.
Croatia, I was bigging y'all up, and I said you were gonna win, and they got mad.
I know it's crazy.
Bro, I'm literally saying that all
That
I'm
means
saying
they like you, bro. That means they like
for real,
you.
I was literally just
Chalet.
saying
They
y'all
wanted to
aren't-
engage with you.
I was dead ass like, I'm sorry, y'all just not Brazil, Germany yet, and they got so. I'm like, dog, win a World Cup. Then
This
we
is
can
the
talk.
internet's love language, bro.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's
No,
jumping
for
on
sure.
you and
It
hating
was
you.
hilarious. It's
That's
like,
how they
damn,
show
I
their
said
love
y'all
language.
would win.
It's not
Oh
a
my
bro.
goodness.
People don't watch the full clip and they don't listen when we say
Yeah.
episode 9 full convo. But that's fine.
Watch the full podcast.
Watch the full episode,
This is why
bro.
this is an hour plus.
Download on
Yes.
Spotify. Download on Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts.
And watch the whole thing and subscribe on YouTube.
That's all you gotta
please.
do.
That's all
It's
you
cool.
gotta do.
Just
It's
you know what I'm
easy.
saying? You're on
It's
your way to
easy.
school, you're on your way to
Yeah.
work, whatever you doing, your girl's talking, man, you got your headphones in, listen to that instead.
Man.
I'm joking, guys. Don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
because of
Is that
Elisha.
personal?
Or if your guy's talking too much. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't get in
no.
trouble.
If
Yeah.
your man being a chatty patty too, just boop.
Yep.
Press the
Facts.
pause on him. Press the play on
Absolutely.
us.
Listen, go to your man if he's getting you mad. Just be like, 5ASIDE guys would never do this, and just walk away. And just walk away.
Dead ass. Yeah.
And come to our comment section.
Yeah.
And let us know how it goes. But
I got more on that. We'll say it for Patreon.
another Asian team that ended up getting kicked out of this World Cup, South Korea. Shout out Sung Hyung Min. Shout out South Korea overall. Just a great tournament from them. And again, sad to see them go, but they were never moving through against Brazil. 4-1.
They danced.
Richarlison.
I was personally
literally.
not
Vinny
sad.
with the opening goal.
Yes.
Are you crazy? In his first World Cup knockout stage goal. That was
Yeah,
calm,
yeah, yeah.
composed.
Took your Real Madrid
This
shit,
is
bro.
why they call him from Vinicius to Finicious, because you saw that finish on the goal, bro. That was
Is that
beautiful.
a thing?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's
Because
mad
before
corny.
this, because I watched him since he came from Flamengo.
Corniest fan base, bro.
Psyched it.
Win some trophies. But
Corniest fan
ever
base.
since he came from Flamengo, it was all this electric dribbling, creation, whatever, but it never had the end product. To see what he's doing now to banging these goals, bro, I'm just proud of the boy.
Nice.
Cool. I mean,
Neymar back, scored as well. Great win for
course.
Brazil, bro. They was
Neymar
cooking and they
was-
was dancing. And all you hating ass commentators gonna have to suck it up, bro, because they're gonna dance away to the fucking trophy.
Bro, I feel like
Jogo bonito.
we talk. Are we gonna talk about this every podcast, bro? Of how these pundits just can't get with the
They
fact
can't have
that
fun, bro.
players celebrate. Players
Yeah.
like, why y'all panties all up in a bunch or
real
your
shit.
knickers, whatever your
Yeah.
the English people
Roy
call it,
Keane.
the Roy Keens and them, bro. Relax, bro.
Relax, bro.
Damn.
Relax your limbs, like ASAP Yams would say, RP ASAP Yams. Like, relax your limbs, bro. Just chill out.
Yeah.
Chill out.
I would
It's
add
cool.
too. For me, y'all all allowed to have an opinion. For me,
Yeah.
on how you feel, but at least if you're on that stage talking about another country, acknowledge it's a cultural difference. Don't
Yeah,
make it
bro.
seem like, this is how it's not supposed to be. This
Facts.
is why I don't like it,
Right.
because that's not me.
Yeah, you could say why you don't like it, but
Yeah.
don't say that it's wrong
Like,
or it's
yeah,
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Or just say that you wouldn't do it. That's
I would say personally, if I was South Korean, if I was a South Korean player, I would have drop kicked somebody in the chest.
Yeah.
like I said, I said Ghana. Ghana would
that's
not have
cool.
let that shit slide,
That's
bro.
cool.
Are you leaving there with
That's
something?
absolutely cool.
If I'm getting cooked in front of my wife and kids 4-0,
Nah, listen.
and niggas,
That's fair. That's fair.
somebody's
Doing the
getting
pigeon
kicked in the
Let me tell you
chest,
something, bro. Baku boys is taking all your fucking legs with
somebody's
that.
fair.
getting kicked
What?
in the chest, bro.
They never letting that happen, bro.
That's fair.
You think you letting that slide?
Yeah.
I just don't
Yo,
like the
Nay, take this.
I just don't like the
This other thing,
connotation
yeah, better get
that
that
comes.
fee, bro.
I don't like the connotation that it has when they criticize the
should've won
Brazilian
tight, bro.
players.
Nah,
It's
of course, of
like you
course.
said, I understand. If you say, me, I wouldn't do it that way. But the way they say it is just
Nah,
like, this is
100%.
disgraceful and this is
Yeah, yeah,
disrespectful to the game. But
Yeah.
like, shut up, bro, with your low vibrational beans
ass,
for
nigga.
breakfast. Like, come
Beans
on,
and
OD,
ham.
Stop
y'all
it.
food is shit.
Stop it.
Beans and ham.
All right,
What you
but-
got? Niggas is on fire today.
Yeah,
your food
beautiful
is shit,
performance
bro.
from Brazil. Whole lot of dancing. Yeah, shout out to
got my
Brazil.
knee.
A flawless performance.
Seleção.
Oh,
Let's
and that
out.
banger. Yo, who scored for South Korea? Because
Homie
that
went
was
crazy. If you're gonna
My
listen, I'm leaving
goodness.
here with something. That was nice.
Yeah.
a goal. Good for him.
What
That's a mem-
a
that's a
banger,
memory.
Did
bro.
he score the winner
Good for
against
him
Portugal
is crazy,
too?
bro.
Pike.
No, he didn't. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, Pike.
It
Shout out
wasn't
to
the same
Pike.
guy.
76 minute getting a beautiful
Consolation.
beautiful goal. Yeah, consolation prize.
I love
but
it though.
Shout out.
Shout out something.
Korea.
Croatia, Brazil.
Shout out.
That's next game.
Oh, my fault.
No, go
No, go ahead.
But now, right before we get into that, I'll say Richarlison, there's a point in the Premier League. He was juggling with the ball on his head, and people were
Bro.
bringing up stuff about that.
That was a
Juggling
shout.
with his juggling, just regular juggling. You know, boy got kicked up, and he did that, and he gave them a nice left
Bro,
foot.
that was
finish into
OD.
the, you know.
By the way, the passes after that were by their defenders. If you want to know how technically
Thiago.
gifted that team is.
What
Shout
team
out
does he
Chelsea.
play?
No, shout out Chelsea, bro. Yeah. Shout out
He
Chelsea.
wasn't made in Chelsea. Why you acting
Nah,
like
not
he's
at all.
made there?
Definitely Paris and
Okay.
AC
Milan.
Milan. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but anyway.
Paid by Chelsea.
Yeah, paid by Chelsea. Yeah, 7th place in the. Anyways,
Where's
we'll talk
Vinny?
about that
Where's
after
Vinny
January.
from?
Huh?
Where's Vinny from?
We made Flamengo, but we turned him into the Vinny today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I
He
can't
never
lie.
We
played
got
at
the
Euro.
season Thiago. We got the season Thiago.
Exactly, we
Grown
built-
man Thiago.
Yeah, we built the young boy. Anyways,
cute.
Brazil, Croatia.
cute. Champions League cute, nigga.
Predictions, Brazil, Croatia.
Brazil
Brazil.
3-1.
3-1.
But I think those are late goals to get the 3-1 because Croatia know how to control midfield. Very experienced team. We're in the final last World Cup. Y'all are absolutely a footballing nation. Not a crazy footballing nation yet. But I think Brazil 3-1.
You just like
Yeah.
them jumping on you,
I
bro.
think Sev got something loaded.
Brazil, Croatia.
Here we go.
1-0.
Yo, the Mafia about to take your ass again.
Wait,
if
hold
you
on.
do this, bro.
You said what?
1-0. Brazil.
Just one?
No, that's fair.
Croatia's serious.
I said
bro.
3-1, but a late third to make
Croatia,
it. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight for
Croatia
sure.
has got that European
Slavic.
defense that we was talking about.
Nigga, them Serbians ain't do
That,
shit.
is that in
You
the
love talking about
Balkans?
Slavic
They
shit.
turned Neymar's ankle into this trophy, as you said. So
that's all they
That's what
did,
I'm
though.
saying.
they could do the same thing.
Niggas got
Croatia,
the same by
Brazil.
Switzerland. Anyways,
Listen, bro, it's another Balkan nation. It's Serbia, just better.
I agree with that.
So if Serbia were able to defend for what, 65 minutes before they broke to those two Richarlison goals, I think the Croatians can get them to 85, 86, 87 minutes. One long ball down the field to a tired Brazilian defense,
Bro.
that has gone and done a lot this tournament. Like, you know, we say that, you know, they're scoring a lot of goals, but at the end of the day, scoring those goals is tiring as well. Like, it's not like they're like winning and then sitting back. They're doing a lot at the end of these games too.
Yeah, nah.
Listen now. So here's my
It's
prediction.
not even worth it.
I think that the game goes like this. Brazil attack the entire game, just like I said they would against Serbia. However, this time the Croatians are able to hold them, and the game ends 1-0 Croatia.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, that sounds fair, but I think that they're gonna go about it a bit differently. Oh, shout out to Gabriel Jesus also, who had to have knee surgery and who unfortunately it was successful. Arsenal announced
go.
that
Clap it up for a successful
everything
surgeon.
went well.
Yeah.
Because you never know how surgeries can go. So that's the end of the road for him in this World Cup.
Damn.
But obviously, if they win it,
Yeah.
he already played. He has his minutes.
Get your
He's-
trophy, bro.
He's a World Cup champion.
Real
so,
quick, they're
yeah.
saying Arsenal fans want Memphis Depay to replace him in the January transfer window. I think
What?
it'd be-
For what?
I think that'd be a very interesting little transfer.
Arsenal fans just be saying whatever, bro.
I don't know. Barca don't really need Memphis. I would
on.
like to see Memphis go to London, bro. I'd love to see it.
Replace him for what? He's balling.
He should come to
No,
Milan.
he's injured.
We need a
He's
striker.
injured.
still.
They need depth.
They trying to get
And-
rid of him?
And no, bro. Like,
Oh,
to
like
back
come in
up.
to back up.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought you
No,
meant
not
No,
replace
replace
him.
means replace.
No, they're saying
That's what-
Memphis.
bro, that's
who
what
could
that
use
means.
you?
Yeah.
Hey, I know Arsenal fans. They can be a little
Yeah,
stupid.
at this point in his career,
Respect.
Memphis don't want to just be filling a spot for a player
No.
who's eventually going to come
Well,
back.
he's not
and-
doing much for Barca.
You,
so.
you need to, bro, leave him alone, bro.
No, they could
him
use
alone.
him. They could use him. honestly.
Barca's not doing much for Barca. We're in
That's
a
true, that's
rebuilding
true.
phase. Okay, I
Yeah.
keep telling y'all, we
I'm
just
trying to big up Memphis. That's all. That's
we're
all.
transitioning, and we about to get to the. Let's get to the.
And you know-
Man, listen, Brazil versus Croatia.
Yeah.
All right, no, but I was gonna say before I let you speak,
Yeah.
Brazil versus Croatia. I think that Brazil is gonna be a little more cautious at the beginning.
Yeah.
They're gonna start out feeling it out a little bit more, seeing what type of timing that Croatia is on. If they're gonna go again super Balkan and go very aggressive and just tackle and just show them that physicality, try to take out Neymar or some of their other offensive players. Or are they going to be a little more technical? Are they going to really try to score or hold them into a draw, go into penalties, all of that stuff? I think that they're going to be a little more calculative and try to end it in the second half. So I'm saying first half, of course, is going to end in a 0-0 draw. In around 60th to 80th, Brazil's going to score 2-0 Brazil.
Also, Brazil hasn't been like the most stellar in the group stage either. They only scored 3 goals. They played Switzerland. They
my
scored
boys
1.
scored mad goals and got kicked out, so that doesn't really matter.
And they only
For
conceded
sure,
one.
for sure. But
convincing
even
win
in
still.
even in those 2 matches, like I think both of them were like late goals.
Yeah, and they showed that when they get defended against for a long time and then a team breaks, like they lost to Cameroon. they can break.
Well,
They
they're
can
backup
lose.
team.
They could-
I
I
mean, to
don't
be
know.
honest, you can spin things however you want.
Yeah, of course.
That's the
But what I'll say,
reality.
watch out for the Casemiro-Modric battle.
For sure.
That's going to be the absolute thing to watch.
for sure.
Real Madrid legends, 5 Champions
boys
League.
know each other
But
well.
yeah, they know each other super well. Modric is going to want to get the ball, turn, run at the defense, play those diagonals to open up the space. Casemiro is going to try to shut it down. We're going to see. Watch it.
Nah,
We want to talk about what they did.
Always talking about the Champions League, bro. Alright.
You know what I'm saying? G niggas can't relate. It's okay, bro. It's like when Drake got his plaques. Like, you can't relate. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
How
it.
did Drake end up in this episode? How?
Yo, Drizzy.
How did Drake end up
Drizzy's
in
gonna
this
be on Hall
episode?
bro. Friday.
I
You know what
saw
I'm saying? We
How,
outside.
bro?
Apollo,
How?
125th. What's good? Anyways,
I saw Barca win a treble, so I'm good. Go ahead,
that's
bro.
fine.
No, it's good. I do think that two goals as well, 2-0. I think
Who's scoring?
if that's tough. I mean, if I'm gonna say who's scoring, I think Neymar. I don't know. Is he one? Is he
He's one away from tying Pele's all-time
Time.
record, 77, I believe.
You know what I'm saying? And so for me, check out the Neymar film on Netflix. LeBron
Facts.
executively produced it. We covered it on Wavy Footy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think Neymar is going for that one. His penalty was nice. If you're Brazil, you start out hot. When you get like and granted this whole World Cup, we've been seeing the importance of momentum.
Yeah.
Put two in quick.
So, Morocco, Spain.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, Morocco, le Maroc. Oh my goodness, Spain.
I'm wearing it, bro. Hold up. I'm wearing a traditional, this is actually a South Asian kurta, but the Moroccans be wearing a similar style garb, so I had to pull up with it. Underneath here, I do have a tee I copped when I was in Morocco. I've been in Morocco. Beautiful country,
DIMA
beautiful people.
MAGHREB.
You feel me?
DIMA MAGHREB. Let's go.
What
So,
happened
yeah,
to
I
your
gotta-
boys, man? What happened to your boys?
I mean, ask me all the questions you want. What do you want? What do you want to hear in the
Nah, I just want to know what happened to your boys.
overall?
Yeah.
Bro, it's interesting. So
It's
first
very
off, I
interesting. Interesting is a
realized
funny word.
No,
It's very
it is
interesting.
interesting. So I've been watching obviously Spain since around 2006 when I first got into footy. It's the first time I've seen a team full of teenagers. So that was definitely an interesting thing to see with guys like Gavi's 18,
Little babies.
Pedri just turned 20, Nico's a young boy, Balde, Ansu
Bebitos.
Fati. Bebitos for sure.
Paella, baby.
So definitely
Paella
babies.
babies.
And I think a lot of them just weren't ready for the moment, bro. I think Gavi was fighting for it.
Yep.
But Pedri, who's supposed to become the next Xavi, he showed up in the Euros last year. I was waiting for him to take over the game. It never happened. Spain, like the possession's one thing, but when you don't have possession with a purpose, as Lexi likes to
Tiki-taka.
say, it doesn't work, bro. It
Tiki-taka.
worked against Costa Rica. They had their moments against Germany. No, it did.
Tío, lo siento,
Hold
lo
on.
siento.
I'm trying to
Papi,
talk
lo
for it.
siento.
It worked
I'm
against.
gonna fuck
It
about
worked,
Spain.
it worked against Germany. It worked against Germany. And yeah, bro, the niggas didn't get that shit done.
can I
Hold
just
on, we're
say-
gonna talk about Spain real quick. None of these niggas' nations have ever won the World Cup. Besides
that's a
him when
fact.
he was 3 years old.
We have 4.
I watched my team win the Euros, followed by the World Cup,
yeah.
followed by the Euros again. They've never
got-
won it, said they never will. So y'all keep laughing. Y'all
no.
countries aren't even in the round of 16.
Yeah, that's a
Anyways,
Neither is yours.
That's
Spain
karma.
the
That's due
dog
to
in them, bro.
oppression.
The karma.
That's due to oppression. That's the only
karma of
reason.
having
Adios.
the karma of having a boy born in Spain, played for Real Madrid,
And won the Champions League with us.
and
Let's
knocked
go,
out.
baby.
It don't matter.
It's fine.
Knocked out Spain with a panenka too.
It was nice.
And then his little penguin
like it,
dancing
bro.
with it.
Waddle,
Now, how
waddle.
does that?
Waddle.
You already said at the beginning though. Like to be fair, you
Yeah.
said that y'all won it in 2010.
Waddle, waddle.
Yeah.
So yeah, it won't matter as much. But does it hurt
Yeah.
a little bit,
Of course
especially
it
since
does.
it's Hakimi?
Yeah.
Now you
course.
try to act like it don't.
No, I just said it does, bro.
It was in front of the screen.
You
Like,
know what's
no.
worse? You know what's worse? The worst part about it. The worst part about
Penalties-
it is
penalties
people
is
who don't talk
tough,
to me about
too.
soccer texting me adios with a Spanish emoji. Like, y'all niggas are crazy, bro. You're what? Ethnic? Like, nigga, your team's never. And being the spokesperson is the worst part. It's like, bro, I actually just want to be a fan sometimes, and now I gotta come
You
on.
did it to yourself. You
It
did it to
explained.
Now
yourself.
you have a platform.
Nah,
so you
we're
gotta
all,
defend it.
we're all spokespersons.
No, for real,
Ghana,
for real.
Cameroon, Barca. That's just how it is now. But yeah, of course it.
I like
of
how he
course
said
it-
countries. He said countries where he said Barca.
Yo, yeah, I mean,
It's cool.
look, I'm not gonna say
He's not in the
yeah.
World Cup, yeah.
But nah, bro. I mean,
Good win for Morocco.
Credit to
great win from
Morocco.
Morocco.
You're happy.
I'm
Yeah,
actually happy
credit
for
to
Morocco.
Morocco.
Okay.
Morocco, for those who don't know, is the big biggest ethnic minority in Spain. Long history there. The North Africans ruled Spain for over 700 years, from 700 to the year 1400. So shout out all the Moroccans in Spain. I myself am an ethnic minority in the country too. So no, big up Morocco,
Shout out
bro.
minorities.
100%.
I was gonna say though, like again, big shout out to Morocco. I'm not taking nothing away from them. I'm extremely happy that they beat Spain. I'm happy that think the tide is changing and there's a lot more diversity in.
Shout out minority.
That shit was crazy, right?
Shut up, minority.
That's fucking funny.
Yo,
We be shouting
the
out everything,
tide, the tide is changing, and I'm happy that they're now in the quarterfinals. But one thing that I don't know, it doesn't sit right with me that
The Barca boys?
like a lot of people are shouting out Morocco and they're saying, this is a great, most of us are like, this is a win for Africa. Like, this is also a win for the Arab world and for Muslim and things like that. But I came into today thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna come on here and really rep Morocco like that and support them as the African team because
I have shit to add to that too.
Because a lot of what I've seen is they're not. They like a lot of them, from what I've seen before, don't think that this is a win for Africa. Like they're saying, one of their players actually said, "This is a win." I forgot his name. I wish I would have pulled up his name. I can look for it after.
We'll put it in the. We're gonna put image right here.
But he basically said like, "This is a win for the Arab world. This is a win for Muslims." And like, bro, this is like
the coach did say it was a win for
Africa. But that's the thing.
Yeah.
My thing is that because I was seeing so much of that and so much of that isolation of being an African country, it made me feel some type of way where I was just like, I'm extremely happy for their football team, but damn, bro, like what's so shameful about saying that this is a win for Africa or even North Africa? Damn. So and it's like it's not this thing of like, oh, please say that this is a win for Africa, but it's like, yo, what's up with that? Like you're literally a part of the continent. But then this is why it's so important that people nowadays, especially young people, because you're growing up in the headlines era. Yeah. Everything is a headline, and a lot of people go with just what the headline says. I think it's important to always seek the opposition. Always try to see what other people are saying, because it's very easy to think that one group thinks one way, and that's how they all think. Yeah. But then when I started seeing and being exposed to more Moroccans online, I started seeing that even non-Moroccan Arabs and Asians are saying the whole trifecta. Like, this is a win for Africa. This is a win for Arabs. This is a win for Muslims. And so I was happy to see that, my preconceived notion based on what I saw before wasn't the whole reality. Yes, it's still an issue. There's still too many Moroccans who don't consider themselves African when it's like you're geographically, like, it makes no sense.
Literally
you're part of North Africa. Yep. So, shout out to Morocco. I'm extremely happy for them. Extremely happy for Hakimi. What composure, bro, to be able to do that. As
Real Madrid DNA, for sure.
Yeah, as the last penalty.
For sure.
As the last penalty kick taker. But it's just something that kind of bothered me at first, but then I'm happy that I don't feel the same way about it.
I get what you're saying, though. I had similar sentiments.
So 100%. I think, real quick, just to comment on that, you're just more so highlighting the dynamic within the continent as well. Yeah. Which is definitely
a thing.
There's
no,
things,
it is.
Yeah.
I can speak about it being in Morocco as a black person, and I'm light skinned. So, one guy, relax. One guy told me, "Welcome home, brother." Like saying that I look Moroccan and shit. Like, damn, that made me emotional. I'm my first time in Africa. Other people, they got mad jokes about me, calling me different black athletes who I look nothing like. Sean Wright Phillips put an image of him. He's a dark skinned man with short hair, saying I look like him. They called me mad different rappers. They called me all this other shit. Morocco, as much as I'm happy that they did win, they have a history of anti-blackness towards sub-Saharan Africans.
For sure.
And I even saw a recent conflict on the Morocco-Spain border of both sides of the border having issues with Sudanese refugees that were trying to get into the country. So as much as we shout out Morocco, shout out the win for Africa and the Arab world, there's a lot of issues in Morocco towards black people in Africa itself. And the irony of that match was there was more black players on Spain than Morocco.
Yeah.
As crazy as that is.
Just to complete a little bit of what you're saying, for the people who are about to be like, oh, these Americans is always talking about politics and sports. Again, this would not be a topic of conversation if, again, there wasn't some sort of pushback, or these narratives weren't there of trying to not diverge from the fact that, again, this is an African team that wins. If people weren't doing that, we wouldn't be talking about it. We would just be talking about the football. But obviously, there's a lot of people who are like, yeah, shout out Arabs, shout out Muslims. That's it. So and we're not gonna let that slide. But yeah,
I do want to say that, you know, this will be the pushback. Like, I can give you all the pushback right now. Moroccans will say that sub-Saharan Africans don't consider them Africans. Like, Moroccans will turn around, look at y'all, and be like, well, when I fly down to Ivory Coast or Ghana or Cameroon, they say I'm not African, they say I'm Arab. So, and that is true. That does happen. The reverse does happen. So, you know, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, in the sense that they are in a weird position where ethnically they are lighter skinned, so they stand out as a different culture. They aren't really accepted by the Arab world either. Oftentimes Moroccans say that Arabs don't consider them Arab either. And so oftentimes they're in this weird position where they don't know exactly what they are. I do give them a little bit of credit for, especially their coach, who said, this is a win. I'm not a politician. He said, I'm not a politician, but this is a win for Africa, because we are like Senegal, like Cameroon, and like, I forget the other team, but like a few teams that have done it before for Africa, we have finally reached the quarterfinals. Ghana, yes.
Ghana.
And so, he gave credit to Africa.
Yeah, and it's not a monolith. There's different people from that same nation who think differently and who've had different experiences.
We can't go off
and so
that,
we can't just go off of one opinion. And all in all, though, the bottom line
progress. We want progress. Yeah.
Congratulations to Morocco.
Yo, MAGHREB, DIMA. Well done.
Morocco has easily been one of the most exciting teams this entire tournament.
Fun to watch, bro.
That man Boufal.
Yo,
on the left, bro.
Oh my God.
If he
put his niggas in a spin cycle. He had Lorente on skates, bro.
He did. Bro, if
put in the whole
just
game.
Had the end product, bro.
All
he needs.
It don't even matter. I just like him slice
nice
niggas up, bro.
Nah, he's
Brazilian.
Shifty.
Yes.
No, he's not African. No, give them credit.
That Moroccan DNA is the same as Brazilian.
Marseille. North African ballers.
Yes, bro.
Come on, G.
Yeah, if you know Ben Arfa, I respect
they got
you.
Come on, G.
it,
That's the
bro.
culture. That's the culture. There's a long list of North African
bro.
ballers who are just shifty as shit.
And as always, shout out to Ziyech, man.
Oh my God.
Potter.
I've never seen him smile.
You said he was all right? Bro, he's been balling every match.
I'm saying last game he wasn't like Morocco stand-up
Shout out to Ziyech, man.
Hakimi Mazraoui on
Powder
both
ball.
wings,
And
that's danger.
Unahi as well. I don't know if you saw, but Luis Enrique after the game, he was like...
Which one was he? Because I'm not familiar with their whole team.
Number 8. So
he was in midfield?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Luis Enrique was like, he actually said, I don't remember his name, but that number 8 boy, whoever he was, what team does he play for? Because that kid was special. That's what Luis Enrique said.
Him and Amrabat had Busquets nervous the whole game. Busquets retired. No funny
Luis
shit.
Enrique, get number 8 to Barca.
Crazy career, Busquets. It's a wrap, bro. You and Ronaldo. And Barca, hold up real quick. Luis Enrique, who used to coach Barca, amazing. You coached Messi, you won the Champions League. That's beautiful. You called up.
We won a treble.
You did. Neymar, Suarez, one of the craziest front threes ever. Enrique, the Barca bias gotta stop, my guy. Ansu Fati over guys who are scoring 8 goals in La Liga already. Like, what's going on?
Is it over
Eric
for him?
Garcia over Sergio Ramos. No Thiago Alcantara.
I know why he did
squad
it.
selection is nuts.
I know why he did
for
it.
him as a manager?
No, it's not.
No, not as a man. He's a great coach.
I can tell you why.
No,
a great
for
coach.
Spain.
I think when he has the players on the pitch, he does a good job. I'm going to give him to the Euros, and this is me being very nice, but he might not last.
The Spanish Twitter was cooking him. I was reading the
As they
Google
should.
translations.
Dog, Lucas Vasquez scores that penalty. Sergio Ramos scores that penalty. Our boy Nacho. Put some Real Madrid DNA in the squad.
Yo.
What are you saying?
My subspiracy for this episode is that Luis Enrique purposely picked a super young squad so that when he loses and he finally goes out, because he knows that he didn't have the overall Spanish talent nor the coaching talent to get a subpar team to a far place in the World Cup. Mm-hmm. He purposely chose a young team so that when they eventually did lose at an early stage in the World Cup, he could be like, oh, we're a young team, we'll be back. Which is exactly what he did.
And they literally are a young team, and I think once these guys hit their prime...
There are veterans that he could have selected that he chose to leave at home.
Bro, he's got top La Liga
I
goal
wouldn't be
scorers.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. If
I
he
will
did.
say, I'm excited for the young ballers to get better.
That boy was
He
like,
seemed comfortable with the loss.
well, we
Yeah.
lost.
Bro, I've never seen, because like when I started
said
watching
nice.
Spain was that prime
bueno.
Villa, Torres,
vale.
Xavi, Iniesta. I've never seen young Spanish on the national team, so I'm excited to see their growth because
You
they're
see-
dumb young.
Do you see the
They're dumb
Gavi Pedri duo being like Xavi and Iniesta?
young. No.
Bro.
What?
No.
No, dog, that's literally the best
Barca
midfield
hater,
ever.
bro.
No, that's the best midfield ever. I'm bigging y'all up. That's the best midfield ever. It's not happening again. Now they can get, I hope they get close to it
I
for
think
Spain.
Modric
But
and
damn.
Kovacic is the best midfield ever, but we could say that for another
Oh,
episode.
2 Real Madrid players. But I don't think so.
Yeah, either way, you also said a little something about Ronaldo being
Yeah.
done. And
I mean,
But Portugal's not.
Portugal played.
They're not done shit.
Portugal played versus Switzerland. Beat them boys.
6-1?
Give them that 6-piece.
send them
no
back to
nuggets.
the Balkans.
Straight wings. 6-1 versus Switzerland.
We talking about Portugal. Real quick, shout out Rafael Leao.
Wait, 45?
OTF Yadded. Stays with the move, stays in the studio as well. Wave 45. He got a tape called The Beginning. Check the boy out.
John Morant.
He dead got an OTF
A
tattoo.
little gritty.
John Morant, Gritty,
Little gritty,
on all
huh?
them niggas.
Oh my goodness.
You imagine you getting cooked, 5-1, and then Leao just pull up,
Yo, how tall
smiling
is he?
before his shot goes in? How
Yeah.
tall?
Is he like...
Now he's long. Pause.
How tall is Rafael Leao? Let's see what Siri's saying.
Yeah, tall boy, but he's always smiling too. I
6'2".
don't.
6'2".
Yeah, he
That's
looks
a tall winger. Wingers
Always
usually not that
smile.
tall.
You got a problem with him smiling?
No, I love it. It's just a bit. It's a bit odd, to be honest.
Smiling
we
before
don't
you
really
score
see
is
that.
cold. I
He's
like
happy.
that.
really see
He's
that.
happy, bro.
I love it.
The niggas having mad fun.
More people should do that.
It's like when Jordan would like put his tongue out whenever like
Type shit.
it's like a mentality
goal.
thing.
You mean on the court, right?
Yeah.
All right, because I don't know what you know.
Elisha, what's up, bro? What you
What
doing?
do about Jordan?
Yo,
You
these days gonna get locked up. I swear to
about
God.
Jordan putting his tongue out, but
We got to talk about young boy with the hat trick.
Gonzalo Ramos, bro.
Ramos.
Hat trick in your first World Cup game ever. That's fire.
That's hilarious.
He came out
What?
with the Cellies. He was.
No, the fact that
yeah.
he was subbed on. Well, I mean, he replaced
Started.
Ronaldo.
Hattie.
Scored a hat
Oh
trick.
my
It's
god!
lit.
Yo, I know Ronaldo was smiling on the bench, but deep down,
Isn't that so?
He's had his moments. I think he actually is enjoying this, bro.
Bro,
If
my-
he gets that World Cup trophy
he's not
in
happy.
30 years, they're
He
not gonna
doesn't
care
like it.
about
He
who
doesn't like
started.
it.
That's
Oh.
the thing. So
They're just gonna say he has a World Cup.
My
Yeah.
cousin called me up. He don't even watch soccer like that, and he called me after the game, like, "Yo, I saw Ronaldo because he's paying attention to the World Cup at least.
Yeah.
Ronaldo is on the bench. Like, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Bro, this is the landscape of the game right now. Like,
Yeah.
this is just what it is.
State of affairs.
He's not the top dog no more.
Yo,
he's
like there's
37.
rumors
It's
of
a
him
wrap,
going
bro.
to Saudi Arabia for $200 million a year.
we'll get into
Ugh.
that.
What's
Can
it,
I say
Al
something?
Nassir?
Yes. You said what?
Al Nassir.
Al Nasser. Al Nasser.
Al Nassir is crazy.
I don't speak Arabic.
I know, but don't let the reporter see that. It's Iran, by the
You
way.
can get
Nah,
the
yo.
fisticuffs,
Iran.
bro.
Careful with the
Iran.
Saudis. Careful with the Saudis.
They can get the fisticuffs?
No,
The
he
Saudis?
specifically. Chill. I don't want beef with the Saudis, bro. They gonna find me.
They probably don't see Rolls Royces. What are they gonna
Yeah,
do to you?
bro.
Yeah,
Nah,
bro.
chill,
Niggas
bro,
be outside
keep
your house
going.
with a sword tomorrow.
A what?
A sword. That's the thing. Y'all didn't see Khaled in Saudi, bro? That was lit.
Shout out Saudi Arabia.
Shout out Khaled, bro.
Yeah.
Let me get my take off real quick.
Hey, yo.
This is what I want to
RIP
happen.
takeoff.
Right? This is what I think would be so funny. I think it would be so funny. As a hater, I think it would be so funny.
Yo.
I think it would be.
You are a hater. Yo, big up
as
this
a
hater-ass nigga,
as a
bro.
hater, I think it would be so funny for the fact that Portugal played their first 3 games with Ronaldo and they didn't perform too well. The second they took him off, they like really took off, put 6 goals in. And then for the rest of the tournament, they do not play him and they win a World Cup. And now Ronaldo finally gets what he wants, but he had no part to play in it.
Yo.
Imagine. That would be so
It
funny.
could happen.
It would
It
be
could happen.
so
It could.
funny.
You were-
And then his legacy is forever like tweaked so that like he can never actually claim that he did it for real.
You are a hater
God. They gonna
for real,
clean
bro.
it,
Why
G.
does that give
bro,
you
that
joy?
guy came from
Basic.
poverty, bro.
I know he
Yeah.
did, but he's not a
You
poverty
see how
anymore.
happy that made him?
Yeah.
You see how happy that thought made him?
so funny.
He said, wouldn't
You're a
that be
hater,
so
bro.
crazy?
Yo, Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless. You got competition.
that'd be
Seth,
so
this
funny.
nigga's a hater, bro.
Nah,
You don't
for
get it.
sure, for
Listen,
sure.
shout out to Ronaldo, man. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate seeing, and I said this too. It's kind of like he almost manifested this. He could have left Real Madrid with kind of a last dance type of season. Like he would have had a whole like final season run, they would have built a statue for him. Like the whole season, people were like, we're gonna be like, yo, Ronaldo's leaving. This is gonna be the last one. Like we're gonna really send him off like a legend.
Yeah.
He decided to not do that and waited to the very last minute to be like, yeah, I'm done. I'm leaving. Went to Juve. His exit from Juve wasn't that prestigious either. Goes to United. His exit from United is as dramatic as I've seen it in my lifetime. And then now going into the World Cup is just like, he's manifested just exiting teams.
I will say this. No, go ahead. You got anything?
Nah, he's manifested exiting team in a dramatic fashion.
I don't support him anymore.
But his desire, his intensity, borderline insanity love for the game that drove him to be this great is the same love for the game that's pushing him to not want to leave the game yet. So that's why he's like, until I have the last little bits my legs are going to give me, I'm trying to play ball. Yeah. So that same intensity that made him the GOAT that he is with the 5 Ballon d'Ors, the 4 Champions League, et cetera, is the reason at 37 he's still trying to play. And if we don't forget last year, he did have 19 Premier League goals. So it's a little messy on the exit, but like that's what's brought him here is that same intensity. For real.
No, at the end of the day, and as a United fan, you could attest to it.
No, I'll add as well. I think part of it too is the fact because, you know, obviously there's all ballers that love the sport, and Ronaldo is actually one of the greatest ever to play.
Facts.
It's also, you look at the position he's playing, like he has to score goals for his job, actually. It's different if he was a midfielder that's getting old and you could actually play that role. Yeah. It's hard to admit because, like, you know, he's actually, you know, very explosive, athletic, and Father Time is for everybody. I think that he probably, you know, does enjoy some parts of being on the back burner, but obviously he likes to be in the action. So we could always just talk about it. We'll never know.
Well, with that being said, then Morocco versus Portugal. What are we saying? 1, is Ronaldo starting? 2, what's score prediction?
They shouldn't start him.
Before we get off of this Ronaldo tangent, I just want to quickly mention. So he's projected to be going to Al Nassr, right? Do y'all know who Al Nassr's current striker is?
No.
Vincent Aboubakar.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, I saw someone tweet solid backup to Aboubakar.
I just did a quick Google search.
Dog, that's a lit top 4-4-2 of them.
Nah, that's crazy.
It seems.
So they're fucking up the whole desert.
What's
making 20 million a year doing it too.
Al Nassr plays a 4-3-3, which means they only play with one striker. Does Ronaldo start over Aboubakar?
Yes, he's getting 20 million a year, bro. He's gonna help grow the sport in the country. They're not gonna not start Ronaldo.
God.
How many goals did he get at the World Cup?
Huh?
How many goals did Ronaldo get at the World Cup
We
compared
don't know
to Aboubakar?
yet. Right now, 1.
0. Well, 1?
That's not gonna matter, bro. He's the super. First of all, how are we gonna
Aboubakar's
watch
nice.
Ronaldo play?
No, we're not.
They're gonna finesse it.
Total Sport Tech.
Twitter highlights.
Nah, be in sports actually. Be in sports.
Peacock, Sling, beIN Sports.
Reddit.
Well,
Did you know beIN Sports is owned by
that,
Qatar?
so,
Did y'all know beIN Sports was owned by Qatar?
I'm not surprised. I used to have it on.
Qatar owns everything.
Yeah.
They own the world.
Anyway,
We just don't know it.
Morocco, Portugal.
Qatar Airways sponsored 5ASIDE podcast.
Man, I will say
That minutes. I got
definitely, you know, I want Leao to do well. I want Portugal to do well. For me, I got Diego Dallo. For me, United boy.
But
Footy bar of the week for me, real quick, for my guy Gliz on Gospel. Touch one of mine, get right back like Dallo.
Say your guy Glizzy?
Can you say it slower? I didn't.
Was it
He
too
said
quick?
Glizzy. Hey, your guy Glizzy? Who's Glizzy? Who's Glizzy?
Gliz is the artist, bro. His song was named Gospel. There's a
Crazy name.
footy bar of the week from Josh. Touch one of mine. We'll get right back like Dallo plays on the right hand side for me. Just quick shout.
it's a threat.
For me,
Get right back.
I'm saying. But I think Morocco
Right
gonna
back.
get right.
He got some right back jokes too.
Oh, he got all the jokes.
Yeah.
So Morocco, what score? You don't know?
I mean, it's hard to predict the score.
No, it
when
is hard. It is hard.
Portugal just went off like 6-1. Portugal
Yeah.
can take it, but Morocco gonna put up. I'm taking 1-0 sign.
Heard you. I'm gonna take.
1-0 who?
Morocco.
Wow.
Morocco winning?
I say what I want to happen.
I like it. Manifest it.
Yeah.
Portugal 2-0. I'm gonna get Gonzalo again, sneaky golden boot candidate. Leao off the bench. Shout out my Portuguese great grandmother. Shout out the Iberian Peninsula. Going with Portugal, but I still want Morocco.
What country isn't in your bloodline, bro?
I don't know, bro. I'm really just like a little mixed
feel like
baby.
you're
I don't know.
yeah, you're
bro.
related to
Yo,
a
I'm
whole
a little
lot of
Italian too,
cultures.
Seb. My pops was telling me.
Bro?
Yeah, great grandfather, someone's Italian. Yeah, dude, come on.
Hey,
dude.
Mamma
Guys,
mia.
Masa Musa.
You're very welcome in the country.
Let's go.
Morocco, Portugal. I'm saying 2-1 in dramatic fashion. 2-1 Portugal.
Okay.
In extra time, final minutes, Ronaldo.
Penalty?
Ronaldo free kick.
Nah, that's
Can you imagine?
Nah,
though?
hold up.
Can you imagine?
Clip this right here.
Can
'cause
you imagine?
what?
Clip this. 1-1.
Nah.
1-1 Morocco, Portugal goes into extra time. 119th minute, Ronaldo scores a free kick to send Portugal to the semifinals.
With the knuckle ball.
Trust.
That's scary.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Put that on FanDuel, bro.
I'm gonna put that on my parlay, bro.
Oh, it's not happening. It's
What
not
you
happening. All right,
saying?
next. It's not happening.
Now that the clip is over, Ronaldo doesn't know how to score free kicks anymore.
Facts.
It's sad to see.
No, but
bro.
that's what makes it crazier.
It's sad, bro. His free kick percentage is shit.
He
now.
keeps ruining it. Every time
That's
he
the
takes it,
thing, bro.
down 10%. Every time. Every time.
Bro, you trying to hit someone in the crowd, I swear. Who you trying to hit back there, bro?
Why can't he score? I don't know. Anyway.
Morocco, Portugal.
He had his moments.
I got Morocco in penalties again.
Same.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something right now. Back-to-back penalty shootout victories is super impressive.
that would
That's
be
hard
nuts.
to do.
They got it, bro.
That is really hard.
It's happened.
I'm going to say this. Morocco is not scared of the moment.
Yeah.
They are not scared of the moment.
They have
And
no
for those who
reason.
don't know, that would be the first African team to ever make the World Cup semifinal.
Yes, sir.
So we're definitely all rooting for that. I don't think it's going to happen, but if it happens, I'll be very happy for sure.
I'm wearing a Morocco jersey. I have so much love for the Moroccans. I saw the way that they were supporting Senegal in the comments on TikTok. The unity that they've shown as a nation has been unprecedented. I don't know. I really, really want to see Morocco go through. Like you, I think Morocco will win again on penalties. I think it's that fairy tale story. I don't know. DIMA MAGHREB, that means, like we say, Visca Barça, Hala Madrid. DIMA MAGHREB means go Morocco. DIMA MAGHREB.
And by the way, as much as we like to call it fairy tale, they're a talented team that's playing well. The reason Spain could not score is
That
because
was a bar.
Morocco deserved it. Thank you, bro. Appreciate
Hey.
that. But Morocco, like, they earned
That
it. They
defense is
deserved
so
it.
solid.
Let's not
It's
just
solid.
talk about
Facts.
other teams not playing well. Like, no, Morocco's playing well and being the better team. They have the big names. They have the unity. They have the coach. Like, they're deserving these things. It's not just the big names not showing up. Morocco's getting it done, bro.
The other advantage that I forgot to mention, I can't believe I forgot, is their fans.
Oh, crazy.
I can't
bro,
believe we
that
forgot to talk
Spain
about
was an
their
away
fans.
game.
Yeah.
That was an away
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
for
yeah.
Shout out to my boy Uzi Footy.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the young boys in Europe doing it in the football content scene, man. Shout out Uzi for real.
Who's the nigga on Morocco? Their center back with he looked fucking 50 years old.
Saiss. His name is Saiss.
Oh yeah,
Saiss is good.
That nigga's nice, bro.
Amrabat too. Amrabat is me.
Amrabat.
He got the
Amrabat is
baldy.
Yeah.
Saiss got the baldy, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine you Gavi.
So
you
old
go up
Moroccan
against this
uncle.
nigga.
At least
I'm like,
Gavi
nah,
tried.
bro.
Though. Shout out Gavi
yeah.
for really that boy put in the work though.
Yeah, he's
Everyone
a
else
warrior.
looks scared, but
He's a warrior.
Gavi put in the work.
But yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's why I think like if that Morocco game keeps going and going and going, I think they'll be able to hold it out because they have that 12th man. Their fans are insane. So I think they're just like
By the way,
they'll do exactly what they did against Spain. They'll
They've
just go to
only
pens.
conceded an own goal the entire tournament. Fun fact.
Really?
Yes.
Morocco?
They've only conceded
That
an
defense is
own goal
crazy.
the
It's
entire
underrated.
tournament.
Crazy.
And they
Underrated.
played Croatia, Canada, Belgium, and Spain. Those are not no shitty teams. That's impressive. That's very impressive.
Speaking of Canada,
Morocco on pens.
Yeah.
and speaking of North America,
Okay.
we gotta talk about big man Greg.
He's
Yes.
holding job.
He just got the call back, the extension,
Allegedly. Yep.
allegedly for the USA men's team. You know what I'm saying? Big man coach.
Yep.
Do we think that he deserves it?
He's denying.
Is it justified to give him an extension?
Yeah, I don't even know who else would be
Yeah.
taking a job. It's
Us.
like,
They should take
you know
us.
what? Deion Sanders maybe should be taking a job. Deion going to Colorado. He's leaving
That's
Jackson
a
State.
whole nother
Look at
conversation,
Deion,
bro.
prime. You know what I'm saying? Bring the prime culture to the U.S. men's national team.
they gonna
If
give
Ocho
Chad-
Cinco can go over there
No.
and be a pundit,
No.
Deion, come on, bring that HBCU
We didn't
culture
even talk about
to
the fact
national
that
team.
we didn't even talk about the fact that Ocho Cinco was really doing that. Like,
He
why
loves
did
ball.
He's
He
been on
loves
footy for a
football.
minute now.
Yeah.
For a few years. He's
Bro,
been on
he-
footy heavy.
He's
FIFA
close friends.
especially.
He's close friends with Ronaldo.
Continue.
Yeah.
He said he's been to Ronaldo's house, ate dinner, and hated it because he, eats super healthy.
Chicken
and Ocho
breast with rice.
loves McDonald's. So
Nah, but shout
Y'all
out
know-
Chad.
y'all know
for
more than
shout
me.
out Ocho Cinco. He's always trying to play someone on FIFA. Play 5ASIDE on FIFA.
Facts.
If
It's
you
a
trying
wrap
to
for
get
you,
the
G.
smoke.
Sorry about that.
I'm
Losing,
saying.
he's about to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Yo,
Five
lose 5 times in a row.
he's
really gonna
good,
hurt.
actually.
Yeah.
Not better than me.
He's good. He's not better than me. I'm
Yeah,
saying that
yeah,
Rachado
yeah.
Susinko cannot beat me at FIFA. None of y'all can. But
We have
I'm going to say this right now.
Video
2023,
evidence of that and everything.
2023 Chad
mad
Ocho.
times?
Mad
2023 Chad Ocho Cinco. 5ASIDE podcast. Pull up. Pull up. Let's talk.
Clip this. We'll send
Who
it
do
to
you,
chat.
Let's do it.
Who do y'all think is the best FIFA player at 5-a-side?
Let us know. And who do you think, if the 5 of us were in a penalty shootout, we're a team, 5-a-side is a team, what order should we take the penalties?
that's
we're
a
banging all 5 in,
That's a
good
but
question.
what order should we
What
take
y'all
the
What do
penalties?
y'all think?
What's y'all?
I'll go first. Fuck it.
Yeah?
I'll go first. Let's get it.
Nah, I like that.
I'm
energy.
talking
I
shit
think
to
I
the
would-
keeper out, tongue out after I score top corner. Fuck you talking about? Who's next?
I trust Gabe to go first.
Who's next?
Yeah.
Someone calm?
I think
Wallace?
so. Like management speaking, Gabe is the first penal.
Go on first.
I think so. He's the
want last
most
for the
confident outwardly.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
of course. I mean,
And if he
it would
misses
rub off.
early, we're still good.
For sure. Because I'm going for power, bro.
Yeah.
Woo! Top corner only, bro.
I think I'm like a middle of the pack.
I like you
I
three.
think
You
I'm like
don't
a
want
3.
pressure.
I'm
You
like a 3. Yeah, like
You don't want pressure?
I want to.
I like you
want to
second,
see
bro.
the scene first.
Do you guys do you want pressure?
We need. Go ahead.
I'm good with going dead last.
I'm going crazy.
And you know what? You know what's crazy too?
Nah.
Y'all remember? I don't remember which World Cup. Ronaldo winking at the camera before he
Winking.
Yeah, winking. ESL before he shot the penalty.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm the type look
Yeah.
at the camera
Unless you
or
don't
like
that
go
shit. I want to set fourth.
5-a-side.
I'm going this. Ready? I'm going first. We're going Josh second. Kendrick third.
For sure.
Fourth got to be Sebastian and Elisha. Fifth. Top bins. Selly's lit.
Oh, dude.
Champagne coming out.
Come on.
Trophies coming out. We in the section after. We outside.
We in Grio after that. G, Jojo, Baba Die playing. We got
nigga.
Rum Baba Cool.
dude.
Chef, bring the champagne.
Bring the champagne. Chef, bring out the lobster. You crazy?
Nah,
Bring
nah,
out
the
the trophy
voice
in
is
the
nuts.
middle.
I can see Seb, banging his in calm and then just look at Eli like, bro, you got it. Call. Like, you got it, bro.
Come on, my God.
So speaking of Berhalter, the fact that the U.S. just recently lost to the Netherlands, now the Netherlands are playing Argentina. What are we saying about that?
Oh,
who's
man.
gonna start?
I just want to see Depay put that shit on
Put that shit
again
on.
versus Argentina. Bro,
I need it.
people are gonna start thinking that I'm a Messi hater. I love Lionel Messi, bro, but I just don't see it in the cards for him to win the World Cup. Like, could he make it to the set? Maybe, but I don't know. I feel like Netherlands have a momentum right now. Gakpo is doing well. Depay is gaining his confidence again. Like, these boys just look solid. They're clinical too. That was the biggest thing
That's what's
versus the US. Like, they take their chances and they bury it. So I'm saying 2-1 Netherlands. And
to
yeah,
say,
they're gonna make
really.
it against Argentina and go through.
Same. I'll say 2-1 as well. I think with the Dutch, being clinical, you don't have to have the ball the whole time. I don't know if Argentina, I'm trying to think of the people they played. Have they played some of the style like the Dutch in a sense?
No.
They've
the
had a
thing.
relatively cruise control.
You know what I
Aside
mean?
from their like a little shaky loss to Saudi.
Yeah.
That shows some character, though. I will say.
They have a lot of fans.
A lot of
there.
teams don't bounce back after L's. Yeah.
I would say the Dutch are the only team left with a all black front 3. So in that sense,
supporting everybody
I'm rooting
black.
for them, bro. And the Depay, obviously want to see him do well. I think he's second all-time scorer for them right now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So he's on his way too.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Barca boy.
What's your prediction?
2-0.
Netherlands?
For the Dutch?
Yeah. I don't think Argentina is built like offensively for the Dutch defense.
I agree.
I will say that Dutch defense is quite
It's
nice.
serious.
Having Delict or however you pronounce his name on the bench is nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think
Who'd he look?
How you say his name?
no, that's right. It's
D-E-L-I-G.
Delict. You're right. You're right.
Delict?
That's right.
He's on the bench? That's a nice
We talking about
defense, bro.
pronunciations. We gotta pronounce it right.
Yeah.
But we don't know. I don't know Dutch.
Delict.
Dutch fans, let us know. I don't know how to say it.
You're not Dutch?
Depay. All the days.
You're not Dutch?
Huh?
You're not Dutch?
I'm not Dutch, but I am wearing orange. I hope y'all beat Argentina. Messi, it's over for you, boy.
Either way, neither of them are winning it all. So it's like, to me,
Ironically, I'm predicting Argentina.
I'm happy for them. I'm happy they're doing well.
This guy
But
is-
yeah, neither of them are winning the World Cup. So
Yeah,
to me, it's
Brazil
just-
knocking one of y'all
I think
out.
the Netherlands could go far.
I think so too.
I think that's a final run.
Winner plays Brazil, right?
Yeah. and
It's
I-
over for you.
Whoa.
I'm not gonna.
I don't
lie
know
to
about
you.
that.
The Dutch, they have a team, and
You
they
have a
can
soft spot for the Dutch, though.
Same.
of course.
He's wearing
They got
daily
pieces.
papers.
They
you know
got
what I'm saying?
pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
They
not
got
like a team
pieces.
that can't make something happen. Brazil obviously have the overstar firepower.
Yeah.
The Dutch is also like, okay, like we'll bounce right back.
And
They were shaking their boots versus Brazil, bro. Y'all serious?
Let me be real with you.
Bro,
The best
what?
Dutch team ever in the 80s didn't win the World Cup. Y'all were in the final against Spain. You didn't win the World Cup. This squad's not winning the World Cup.
what Brazil?
Brazil has to beat Croatia first.
Yes.
I'm letting you know the Dutch not winning the World Cup.
Brazil.
They'll never win the World Cup in their history. But they will always go far.
That's
That's the history.
They'll
That's
never
the
win
history.
their World Cup in the history.
But that's just the history of the Dutch. They always go
is.
far and then lose.
If
And
you
I
know.
love them for that
It's
because they're
Belgium
so
on
fun
crack.
to root
You
for.
speaking like Klinsman right now.
Hey, man.
Talking about their history. So
Nah,
you
I
saying they're
support them.
bound
I
to
support
lose.
them as a country.
I mean, like,
What's your prediction?
4-0 Netherlands.
Win?
Damn.
yeah, I can see. I'm
Seb, you're not a serious person,
I'm
bro.
not gonna lie.
Watch
I
it
can
happen.
see
No, I hope it does. No, I hope it does. But I don't believe you. Go ahead.
Nah, for sure. As
Russ
Mourinho would
has gotta
say,
come out for
in
that.
football, the history is important. History repeats
Niggas
itself.
get nervous, bro.
Get ready for that Messi crying meme.
You can't beat
Oh,
your
I
history.
can't wait for that. But
The Dutch are going to run
Guys are
through
evil.
them.
The Dutch are built though.
Dutch are
I'm saying, like,
Romantic
I'm
crap.
joking.
harsh,
I'm
bro.
joking.
Yo.
I don't even have Messi hate. It's just
That
them boys gotta
Argentina
relax.
team is not serious. It's not a
Xavi
serious
Simmons, too.
team.
That's what I was about
that's
to
not
say.
a serious
team.
team. Why?
Because those like when you watch Argentina, do you know the players?
Yeah.
What league do they play in?
They part.
Serie A, your league. Lautaro Martinez plays in Serie
DePaul and
A.
Lautaro. It's just DePaul and Lautaro that come from our league.
Don't they got the Man
DePaul's
United
on
boy?
Atletico though.
Dybala.
Garnacho, Dybala's on
Don't
the
they
bench.
have Napoli players?
Dybala's on the
Martinez?
bench. No,
They got Man United players.
which ones?
The defender.
Sandro Martinez. I think there's another one.
Hey,
Where's Enzo? Enzo's on Napoli.
the end was serious.
Enzo's not on Napoli. The only Napoli Argentinian is Simeone, and he's at home. I'm just saying that Argentina team is relatively, at least to me,
Dybala plays in your league too.
Mid.
he's on the bench, brother.
They're mid.
It's
Call it how it
Yo,
is. They're mid.
shout out Xavi Simmons.
They're gonna kill
man.
me in the comments.
Shout
and
out
then watch
Xavi. He
Argentina
need to play
loses.
more.
He got burned in the last game.
Yeah, but he
19
needs
years
to. I
old.
want to see him start.
Prodigy, bro. He's on his way. He's on
I
his
hope
way.
so. I hope
Bro,
so.
I remember
He's got
when
the name.
I remember when he was really
TikTok
Bro.
boy.
mostly just a
IG boy, yeah.
IG model.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
And then he
just-
went and bro, he's been doing his thing. Went to
Yeah.
PSG, didn't do much.
But PSV
PSV.
turning up.
Yeah.
Up. with
Shout
them.
out to that boy, man.
So,
Shout out
Josh,
Xavi.
you agree with me that you think the Netherlands can, put a big scoreline against Argentina?
Yeah, and I think they can make a run in the tournament as well.
I think so
You
too.
know, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie. As you said, the knockout stage things
Yeah.
change. It's not playtime now.
My thing is, for me, they already made a run. Like they've done a great job to get there. I just don't think they're gonna win it. That's all I'm
The
saying.
Dutch?
Yeah, like this is
I
a
agree.
run for sure.
I don't think
for
they're going to
them.
win, but I think they will beat Argentina, and then they'll beat whoever they play
You
next.
think they're going to the final?
Yeah.
They can.
I have in my bracket in the final.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay, bad,
Yeah.
I
bad,
didn't
bad.
see it either.
Yeah, we're gonna post our
I
bracket
do think they're one of the
predictions.
teams that have flown under the radar.
They have.
Like they've been like solid the whole time, and people aren't really talking about them. But like through and through, all over the field, like they're nice.
Because usually they have a little bit bigger names on the Dutch squad, so people think, they're not the same as before, but they're getting it done so
Yeah,
far. We'll
exactly.
see. I'm rooting for them. I think Argentina, but I'm rooting for them for sure.
TBD.
Yeah, don't post my brackets there.
Shout out Lori Harvey again, for sure.
Shout out Lori Harvey.
Shout out
for
Lori.
sure.
Definitely.
She got my man right.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, those are our predictions. Let us know in the comments, of course. What are you guys' predictions for the quarterfinals and moving forward? Because obviously, y'all know better than us, right? Because we've been getting cooked in the comments everywhere. Talking about we don't know what we're talking about.
Y'all don't know
All of
what y'all
our
talking about,
brackets
bro.
are all over the place. So let us know, because we want to know. We want to know what you guys' predictions are. Before we get out of here, too, we got to talk about Morocco showing love to Palestine. Seb,
Let me break this down.
what's been going on?
Listen, I want to talk about the way that Palestine in this World Cup has been sort of portrayed. I think it's a beautiful thing to watch the way that this Arab World Cup has been able to show light on an issue and a conflict that is often flown under the radar and not talked about because people think it's too difficult or too complicated to touch on. We have the Palestine jersey right here. I want to make sure that this is something that we highlight because I think it's important. It's something that I personally care about. So in the World Cup, after Morocco's victory against Spain in the finals, they held up the Palestine flag in their celebrations. We saw like during fan gatherings and fan demonstrations in the streets, reporters from Israel are showing up and asking people questions, and Arab fans from Tunisia, Saudi Arabia, Morocco, Egypt, whatever, you name it, are telling these Israeli reporters, listen, it's not Israel, it's Palestine. These people are oppressing my people, and this is something that they want to have known and have heard. Something interesting that I did want to highlight. During the World Cup, during the Tunisia-France game, a Tunisian fan ran onto the field with a Palestinian flag around his neck. The news coverage around that was next to nothing. Like I looked it up before this. The biggest network that covered it was like Daily Mail in the UK. 3 or 4 days, either before or after, I don't remember which, an Italian fan ran onto the field with the LGBTQ flag wrapped around his
rainbow,
neck.
Yeah.
You look that up, CNN, BBC, New York Post, or New York Times, every single media outlet is covering that.
Yeah.
I'm not equating the two issues, nor am I saying that they're comparable in any way. They are completely different things. But it is interesting that this Italian white guy was literally tagged on ESPN's Instagram. Like, they tagged his platform. They tagged his Instagram because he wrapped his body with an LGBTQ flag and ran onto the field, compared to the way that an entire, I will say, genocidal act occurring in a country is literally not spoken about. That is what I will say. That is what I will present to y'all. And to y'all as viewers, y'all let me know what you think.
Yeah, no,
Real
I think
shit, real
it goes to show, again, how powerful the media is, and if a narrative doesn't fit their agenda or what they're trying to push during a certain period of time, then it's just going to get stuffed, and we're not going to hear a lot about it. Same thing. And again, this is not to try and be the Morocco negative Nancy or anything like that, but earlier this year, too, in June, there were some African migrants that were trying to make their way from the Moroccan border to Spain to the city of Melilla.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Melilla.
And, you know, it's been reported, I think 18 to 35 of these migrants were killed at the border. We saw videos of them. That's something
Stampede,
that literally broke my heart in a million pieces, bro, seeing these brothers being treated like this. And I know that they probably have family members that were exposed to this footage of these young guys just obviously trying to find a better life, trying to find a way out, and just losing their lives like that. Some of them were literally being beaten after they were visibly deceased already, which is just horrifying. So there's a lot of things that are going on. Obviously, this is a world championship. This is the world competition. Billions of people paying attention. So we can't possibly speak of football and not speak of the other references, the bigger pictures that are going on around these countries. So whether that's Palestine, Morocco, Iran, the US,
The Balkans.
Qatar,
The Balkans as well,
everywhere. The Balkans.
Even Hakimi being from Madrid, scoring against Spain with the Islamophobia that Moroccans deal with in Spain, and what that represents for him to decide to represent Morocco and score against Spain to beat them. Like, that just has a lot of significance too, for sure.
I'm glad we as a group are here to cover this stuff.
Yeah, of course,
That's what we're
bro.
here for.
I was about to say, 5ASIDE, we don't just care about footy, drip, music, care about culture as well, for sure.
History lessons.
We care about footy, we care about drip, we care about culture, and we also care about all the beautiful people listening and watching 5ASIDE podcast. Come on.
It's hard.
You know the vibes, bro. We care about everything you all have to say. And so we got to talk about your questions and your comments and the things that you care about. We have a comment from certified_CEO who says, most underrated country. I'm guessing that means in the World Cup.
Quick fire.
Not generally. We're not.
Yeah. I'll go there.
Quick fire. Most underrated country in the World Cup.
Hold on. You talking about overall that's progressed? Like, what are we talking about?
We're just saying the World
I think
Cup.
overall
period.
in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Most underrated country is the lowest ranked one, Ghana.
I'm going Morocco, because much we want to say a fairy tale story again, these guys are talented and they're performing to their best ability. They're earning it fully. So I'm going to say Morocco.
Despite them losing against England, Senegal was most underrated. They had a bad game, bro. They could have beat England.
Kissing the
Didn't they
teeth
lose to
was
the Dutch
crazy.
too? Anyways.
I'm gonna say Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
That's facts. When he,
Bro, they dunked on niggas' heads.
I'm just tight. No, I'm going tight because I got so hyped for them and then they fumbled it. That's all. But no, for sure. Nobody expected
Nobody thought that was coming.
If you bet
bro.
on that, I don't know how much you made, but congrats
that
to whoever
nigga won a
did.
bag.
A bag, bro. A Baggington shit.
I'm going to say a country that isn't in the World Cup, even though I know you just said I'm not supposed to
I
do that.
swear to God. He says Italy? I'm walking off set, bro.
I'm saying Jamaica. I think we're going to be super surprised by what they do in the 2026 World Cup.
Oh,
Clip that right now. Jamaica 2026.
Clip it. And real quick, I don't know. Fans, look it up. So with the U.S., Canada, and Mexico hosting, they automatically qualify, right?
Yeah.
Those are the top 3 CONCACAF nations. So I'm curious how that works for CONCACAF's qualifying spots, and also the World Cup expanding now to 48 teams
We're gonna see a lot
instead of
more.
32.
Yeah.
Shout out to Caribbean
Haiti
in
gonna be
general.
there.
Hopefully we get more Caribbean. Bro, Haiti actually might have a chance now,
Haiti
bro.
gonna be
Come
there.
on, IT, please. Stop
That would
breaking
be
my heart.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
He gets it.
bro.
Come on.
Come on.
Hey,
bro, we can be
Hey, I'm with y'all.
Come on. Yeah, Andre Haitian right here.
G.
Come on, bro.
Let's go.
Come
What?
on. I was gonna say, going off of that,
That'd be
big up
lit.
Leon Bailey, shedding some light on situations with the JFF. You know what I'm
They've been
saying?
beefing.
Andre Blake also has been talking a lot, outspoken on what's going on.
Yeah.
now.
That's some
That's
beef.
why I think they're cleaning themselves up, and they have so much talent and so much
course.
potential to move forward as a sporting nation because they already have their athletic organization figured out in other sports. They just need to figure it out in soccer.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. I mean, listen, enough fuckery and corruption over there.
And they were in that Captain's documentary too on Netflix.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Andre
Portrayed
Blake.
them, yeah.
They was
portrayed
beefing
them
a little
well.
bit there. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out Jamaica. Hopefully, listen, whether it's Haiti, I hope it's Haiti. But if a team from the Caribbean can represent for us in the World Cup, bro, that
Jamaica got it
man,
for sure.
that will make me extremely happy. But also, Tim Eulinius says, well, I'll correct your typo, but who is one player that you guys think has performed the best who was not expected to do that?
Gonzalo Ramos, who the hell expected this random 21-year-old to start for Ronaldo, score a hat trick in his first World Cup game in a knockout stage? So for me, that's the biggest surprise. For sure.
Dude, outshining Ronaldo.
Outshining the team almost. Outshining even Bruno right now. It's crazy.
I'll double that. and
That's
say
such a story. So for
Gonzalo
me,
Ramos, bro.
I would have said maybe Gakpo. We didn't know he'd be this good, but Gonzalo, bro, that's crazy. That's out of nowhere. Like, he didn't even get subbed on like that in the other games.
Yeah.
Like, that's nuts. Shout out the coach, Fernando Santos, because that takes some balls
I
to
was about
do.
to say.
Yeah, because
Dog,
everybody
it
else
worked.
who's really been balling out is kind of the Mbappes.
Yeah,
and
you
everyone else
expect
is
it.
expected.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Bro, Gonzalo, that's crazy. For
What are
me.
we saying?
Yeah.
Underrated, who's shining?
Who didn't expect to?
I didn't expect.
Amrabat on Morocco, the way he was locking up
Yeah.
every Spanish
Yo,
midfielder was
Busquets,
nuts.
use
Yeah,
food.
him as well.
Yeah.
Gakpo, we said.
Yeah.
There's been a few, but it hasn't been a super breakout star World Cup, and I think that's also because of the timing. I think,
Yeah. We'll see if Gonzalo keeps it up. Shit.
Yeah, everybody else.
USA boy, Musa.
Yunus Musa?
Musa and that midfield,
Yunus
listen.
Yeah, he made a name for himself, I say.
for sure.
Transfer rumors, a lot of Premier League teams want him, some Italians as well.
He did his thing.
Yeah. Adams too, for sure.
Shout out to Yunus Musa. Shout out to everybody watching 5ASIDE. The flyest podcast.
Y'all not even
out
ready
here.
for what I'm
Come
wearing,
on, y'all
bro.
know the vibes, bro. 5ASIDE
easy.
put it
70
on every
vibes.
single
It's
time.
easy, it's easy.
What Juicy said, he got that shit on though, and that's all of us. We all got it on. So we gonna go around as always and just describe what we put on for the pod today. Josh, what you got on, my boy?
Nah, that's a fact. On the hoodie, we got Daily Paper, IX. You know what I'm saying? 1 of 1 collab going
Had to be
on.
at the dinner, anyways.
Oh,
If
mad
he
team.
wasn't there,
You wasn't
I
there.
don't know.
You weren't invited. Anyways.
Mad team
I
for
was
real.
sick.
Nah, shout out Daily Paper. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. What's the countries again? Somalia, Ghana, Morocco. For me, and the Dutch. Got Kid Boy, shout out Atlanta, Kid Boy Records. You know what I'm
Fuck
saying?
PAR.
Got Rude socks, Rude on the socks, and just Jordans.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Who's going me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you?
Come on, I had to
Shit.
bring it back with the Alexander McQueen. Come on, G. Cop them joints on 5th Ave. You don't know about it, look it up. You know what I'm saying? We got a little bit of the zippity zip on the jeans, but listen, bro, y'all don't
Zippity
understand
zip
what
is
I'm rocking,
crazy.
bro. We got the South Asian Karta. You feel me? The Moroccans be wearing something very similar. I didn't have one of those in the wardrobe, so I had to pull up with this. Underneath, you can't even see it. I'll wear it on another episode. A tee I copped in Morocco. I need you to put the images of me in Morocco wearing the tee right here so y'all can see it.
Mr.
At the
Worldwide.
Ozu Falls at the
Mr.
Atlas
Worldwide.
Mountains. The Moroccan team is called the Atlas Lions because the beautiful Atlas Mountains in Morocco. Again, big of Morocco, one of my favorite trips of my life. You know, we got a little bit of the Julie Jewels underneath here.
Hey.
And yeah, bro, that's what I'm wearing today.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
your boy had to pull up with the. It's a little warm, but
Kashmir?
with the cozy.
Cozy. We love the cozy
You know what I'm
vibes.
saying? Noir sweater. You feel me? Had a little. You gotta accent it with the little gold.
Rope
gold
chains.
bling bling. You feel me? Shout out to my boy Utrell, who I met actually in Central Park. He's a saxophonist and he also makes handmade wooden rings.
That's a
and
cool ass nigga, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy.
Yo,
Bro,
like, what?
this dude
Saxophonist,
got a whole
man.
book with, because you know he plays not in Times Square, in Central Park, and he has a book of bills from different countries all around the
Yeah.
world. So whenever people, because again, New York is tourist central. So whenever people like pay him, they'll give him like a bill from whatever country, and he has Haitian money, he has Canadian, like from
That's
all
tough.
over the world. So
cool.
yeah, shout out Utrell. Yeah, man. Urban Outfitters pants had to.
Those are nice, though.
Get the graphics on there, all of that.
Y'all got the same boots.
Had to get the boots on there because they give me a few extra inches, But vertically though, that's what I'm talking about. But
This nigga is
yeah, man, just had to put it on. Put it on. Yeah, what you got on?
It's calm today, been calm. I stepped out last episode, so I had to let y'all shine a little bit.
Yeah.
But we got the Palace cargos on the pants,
What's the feet,
the Nike boots, feel me?
Okay, burgundy.
The Dutch kit, the DP hat, DP trucker. It's calm.
I'm wearing unnamed things on my feet.
Nah, talk your shit,
No, I'm
bro.
wearing unnamed
Don't talk
things
your
on-
shit. Now is not the time to talk. Don't, please.
I'm wearing unnamed things on my feet.
Free Palestine.
Sure.
Palestine,
No,
for
that
sure.
that I agree with. I'm wearing minimal pants.
Big up minimal sponsors.
Big up minimal. Big up minimal. I don't know if y'all know hockey fans. I'm wearing Minnesota Wild underneath.
Big
the
up Minnesota.
1998 Haji Morocco jersey. Once again, DIMA MAGHREB. Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine. And to leave out, because again, bro,
We're gonna do it
like
quick.
we said, we like the culture, we like the fits,
Come
we
on.
like the fans, and we like the music. That don't
we
start
do.
with an F, but yeah, we like the music. So
It
we're
worked.
gonna go around as it's the end of the year. 2022 is concluding, and we stay up to
We
date
pulling
with
it
all
up
the
right now.
tunes all year long. So we're gonna go around as we've been telling y'all some of the tunes that we listen to on a weekly basis. So we gonna kind of go around and let y'all know what our end of the year wrap up has been in the tunes that made our playlist for the most part. I'm gonna kick it off and say shout out to Stormy. Formidable was my #1 song streamed all of this year just because I was feeling formidable the whole year. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Stormy. #2, Booga, Lo, just because it's vibes. It's vibes. Shout out to TikTok for introducing me to that song too, because it's been going crazy. Easy by The Game and Kanye West. Yeah, this is just yeah. Shout out to Easy was a great song before everything went to
We're
shit.
doing top
You
artists.
listen to Kanye,
I think
bro?
we should just do whatever we want to talk
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
right?
number four, Paye Poté by Pierre Jean. That's my song that I said also should be the World Cup song. But yeah, next time we're gonna make our Abu Dhabi World Cup song. #5, Picasso, Chef G, Free Picasso, King Von, R.I.P. King Von, Jay Critch, all them and them. So yeah, top 4 songs of the year. Good lineup, very diverse. So I'm happy with it. What y'all got?
Who's going next? Me?
Go ahead, bro.
All right, my top 5 artists. This is by data, number of plays, and not my top 5 favorite artists. But #1,
Drizzy.
Drizzy Drake.
Of course.
I was in his
Hey.
top 0.1% listening. Kind of nuts, but listen, Drake
Twin
got
them.
Drake, listen,
Twin
my church
them.
little twin, her loss fire. Listen, Drake just makes music for any occasion.
You were in his top 0.1%?
Cut his
Drake
mic.
makes
have
music
you
for
met
any
him, bro?
occasion.
Yo, this
#1
is so many
song
Drake
in the
fans.
Have you
Bible.
met him?
#3 song,
This
Liability.
is
Off
Drake,
of Honestly
bro.
Nevermind. He's in Harlem, December 11th. This Friday, we outside 125th.
One of these days, I want to do the thing where I play like the first 3 seconds of a Drake song. I wanna
Do
see
it, bro.
how-
I'd love that. My other top 4 artists at #2, Kaylin Pharrell. Shout out Los Angeles. As you're gonna see, the rest of my top artists is an LA theme.
For sure.
Kaylin, one of the most underrated young rappers out there. He can rap, he can sing, he's melodic, he talks his fly shit. I love it. Mad confident music. #3, we got Blast, the new R&B king out of LA as well. #4, we got Bino Radu, also out of LA. Super close with Nipsey. Always wears a Nipsey chain around his neck. They collabed on a great project together. Mad Heat coming out of LA. And last but not least, #5, my favorite artist and album of the year creator, Kendrick Lamar. Miss Him Around the Big Step is the best album to drop this year, and it's not close. Been spinning it crazy. Shout out Kendrick. That's my GOAT for sure. Saw him in concert as well in Barclays Center. Sold that shit out. Best concert I've ever been to.
It was the best album. Wow.
Yep, that's the best album, bro.
Nothing even
Best rap
comes
album.
close.
For me, best album, period. But
Fair.
definitely best rap album.
Fair.
Top,
bro.
top what? What we doing?
Damn, I don't even know. I mean, I could just the way Spotify rap does the data now. It's not really a good representation. So.
It's just numbers,
It's true,
bro.
though.
No, it's not.
No, it's just numbers. It's not favorite.
For instance, like one
I
of
would
my
say that.
That's what you listen to the most.
It's
No,
not-
of course.
It's not true in the sense, for instance, in my case, there's a period of time where my like Spotify was being used by friends for like,
Oh,
drives and
okay.
shit like that.
Okay, yeah.
So it ran up the whole thing. So my shit's mashed up for real. But if I just gotta shout out some artists, for me, shout out Kidda Kuds.
For sure.
You know what
Fire.
I'm saying? Don't be shy. It's something, you know what I'm saying? Spiritual.
That's the best
Hey,
song of all time.
Spiritual.
That's the best song of all time.
Give me. Sold Out Days by Clavish. Smooth. With Skilly Bang. Shout out. I might be pronouncing his name wrong. French artist. Tiakola. Miss Angad. Smooth.
He's hard.
I got more for y'all, but I'll let them check it out.
My number one artist for the year was surprisingly Buju.
Okay.
Really?
He's fine.
Yeah, bro.
Finesse?
It makes sense.
Manson?
It makes sense.
Oh, I was
but-
thinking
That's
the
good.
Nigerian one.
Oh, yeah. That's what, oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Jamaican.
I thought you
Buju.
said Benson.
Oh, no.
The Nigerian one. You met him too, right?
Yeah, I did.
That's fire. That's fire.
So it was weird. Like my top 5 artists were basically all Nigerian. Like I listened to hella Afro beats. This was like my Afro beats year.
It's easier. It's the easiest to listen to music, in my opinion. Is Afro pop, Nigerian pop.
Type
Yeah.
shit. My number 2 was Rema.
Shout out Rema, bro.
He had the best Afro beats album of the year to me.
Disagree, but
Jules, the producer, he was my 3rd top.
you put me on.
Yeah, he's
Jules in
amazing.
Nigerian. That's a
Ghana. Number 4 was Gunna.
Okay.
Shout out Gunna,
I did
bro.
not. Gunna's in my top 5 every year.
Free Gunna.
Yo, Pushing P was this year, right?
Yes.
That was this year, the long year.
Damn, long
Yeah,
year.
Pushing P and all that was
Christ,
this year. Now he's
long
locked
year.
up.
Sheesh.
Free Gunna, free YSL.
Facts.
Yeah.
And my number 5 was WizKid, the GOAT.
My favorite Afrobeat album of the year, definitely that. More Love, Less Ego.
Facts.
That's solid.
So,
Seb.
My top 5. Number 1, Burna Boy.
okay.
Album of the year, in my opinion.
Really?
That was
Yeah.
your number 1 artist? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Burna Boy. Number 2, Drake, but I don't know how. I don't know how.
Y'all niggas can't avoid him, bro.
You was just talking shit about
Yeah.
him for having
I
him
don't
at
know.
number 1.
Y'all can't
It
avoid
wasn't
him.
him. It was other people on his
It was probably
Oh,
like
okay.
it's just easy to play Drake at like parties
That's all
and
I'm
stuff.
saying.
I'd be
It's just
oxing
easy. It's
'cause
easiest
the
to
truth
listen to.
Always comes out.
Interesting, Seb.
Yeah.
You light skin too, bro. Don't run
I'm
from
learning.
it.
I'm learning
Don't run
about
from
you.
it, brother.
dog.
We here,
I'm
baby.
ashamed.
We
I'm
here.
actually ashamed.
I'm learning about you. dog.
We here,
I'm learning
baby.
new things.
Stick it out with me,
Now,
G.
hold on. Number 3, Saba. Number 4,
Fire.
Coffee. I don't know if y'all know who that is.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
toast, right? Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Chris, the homegirl Chris, who's actually on tour right now. She's a dancer for Coffee there in Brazil
that's
right
dope.
now.
That's
Shout out
fire.
to black women doing great things.
Shout out Black women.
For sure. But yeah,
I don't know. I'm not sure if it's an album or something, but the project that Coffee has out,
The blue one?
yeah, the blue one. I
That shit's
actually
fire.
love that. It's my most played album.
Yeah.
or project of this year.
I saw her in Chicago this year.
Really? Damn, I wish I
Yeah.
saw her. Anyway, number 5, Ashake.
Word.
I only listened to the album recently. I know I was super late. Super fire.
That's range, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's good range.
You got the most range.
Thank you.
That's
Nah,
all
you did,
it
bro.
is.
My
That's
shit was
fire.
Drake and LA niggas for real.
that's
Yeah.
what we do out here on 5ASIDE Podcast. We have range, and we appreciate y'all for tuning in
doubt.
with us. Episode 10.
5 times 2.
5
Come on.
times 2.
Come
we
on.
appreciate y'all whether you're tuning in on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. Make sure you download the episode. Make sure you rate us 5 stars. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Put your notifications up so you know whenever we drop. Follow us on all social media at
Tell your
5ASIDE Pod. And we're going to see you on the next one. Tell a friend to tell a friend to
Tell your
tell a
auntie,
friend.
tell your
Tell
girl.
everybody.
Tell your sister.
Palestine.
We'll see you on the next
Tell
one.
your side chick.
Peace. Now.